It is free live tarot readings. We are here hanging out, drinking our water, enjoying not working, and waiting for people to join. In high definition, no less. Here we go. Okay. Waiting for everyone to join. Julie, welcome. What is happening, Julie? How are you doing tonight? Maria, what is up? How are you? Ola, good evening to you as well. How's everybody doing? Kale, Larry, what is going on? General reading, hello. Someone else wanted a general reading. Maureen wanted a general reading. Annie Law, what is going on? CM, welcome. How is it going? Kate, welcome. Hello from Scotland, Kate says. Well, hello back from Texas. Hello back from Texas. How are you doing? How is it going? What is happening? What is happening today? How is everybody doing? Is everybody pretty excited? Everyone is all set for tomorrow, the hump day. Margaret, welcome. What's going on? Hey, Margaret. Okay, CM, Courtney, hey, Sweet Pea, and Ola, Annie. We got everybody here. Everybody here. So Maureen wanted a general reading. Let's do that first. All right, we'll do that. We already got 20 people. That's cool. That is cool. Lady says, I caught you live. You did indeed. You caught me red-handed being live. Let's see, like a Fin card. I'm not really sure what a Fin card is. Let's check it out. MM wanted a general reading. This was a question from another source. There we go. Speaking of MM, how are you doing, MM? You're just in time for your general reading. Did you have anything specific, MM, or did you just have a general reading in mind? Margaret, hello. What is going on? I believe that you said general, so we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll throw down the general, not the corporal, not the colonel, not the lieutenant, but the general reading and see how that goes. See how that goes. By the way, in case you're wondering what this is the Thoth Tarot. The Thoth Tarot. What is John's ingestions towards me last night? I don't know. Hopefully he ingested everything okay. General reading. No, just general. There you go. Okay, cool. All right, let's sort of look at this. It's all about not having, it's all about doing work that you're not taking pride in, right? We're doing work we're not taking pride in. So this card normally is a very good card. It's talking about the different seeds that have been sown, the wheat that is growing in the field, and the knight stands proud amongst all of that. Wolfie, hello, how's it going? The knight stands proud amongst all of the hard work and all of the work that they did. So this sort of shows that you're doing work that you don't take pride in. You're doing some work that you're not getting as much satisfaction from it as you could. So maybe it's time to reevaluate what you do with that and maybe try to get more things in your life that have more of a satisfaction to them as they sort of come up. So you're not really wasting time or anything like that. He Gates Crossing and Ken and Queen and Gracia and Lady Wolfie, everybody's here. What is going on? So yeah, so sort of focus on things that you can be proud of or things that you enjoy, things that you can take pride in, and as far as work goes as well. There's also things that are delaying you as well when we come into this card. This is all about getting movement, getting a lot of action, getting things done, getting that special feel where we're just sort of running and going, and that 8 magical thing going. And that being reversed means you sort of stalled out from Anna. Hello, how's it going? You sort of stalled out from various things as well. So there's things in your way. You have blockages. You have things that you need to get rid of. maybe some people that are blocking you, maybe some factors that are blocking you that you need to sort of get rid of and make sure that you can get on your way. Maybe it's related to the work that you don't take pride in, but either way, you just have those blockages. You have things sort of preventing you from getting where you need to go, or preventing you from moving fast, moving quickly, moving along in some of the goals that you have as well. So the full reverse sort of says the same difference. It says that we're not really stretching out of our comfort zone. We're not really reaching farther out and trying to go places where we haven't been before. We're sort of getting into things where we're just comfortable. We like it. We sort of just, sitting back within comfort sometimes and not really stretching ourselves, stretching our skills out and getting into that expansion mode. And it's time to sort of get into that and do that as well. So the finances or the resources could be having some issues as well. So it's all about the resource. I think you have some resources coming. Mystic Cats, hello. How's it going, Catherine? So you have some resources coming, and I think those are going to improve over time. I think in the next 3 months, you have some resources coming, and it's looking pretty good as far as that. So I think once the Corona thing is over, you have more possibilities. I think you have some income coming, and you have a lot of good things as far as that is concerned as well. So this is about picking up resources or getting more or getting resources from another source. So it seems that you have that coming as well in the next few months. And there we go for a general reading. All right. Let's see. Mystic Cats join, hanging out. I'm good. How are you? All right. What questions do we have? Let's see. We're checking it out. Wolf, welcome. Haven't seen you in a whole 30 minutes. Let's see. What are the questions? Should I take summer classes? Julie wants to know. We got general readings out the wazoo. What's coming for me in love? Anna wants to know. What else? Let's see. That's just about it. Anybody else have more questions? Anyone have more questions? Is John in a relationship? No, is John in a relationship of this year? I'm not sure what that question is. Or so, Girl Blue, are you asking, is John in a relationship? Are you asking, will John be in a relationship? I'm not really sure what you're asking there. Let me know. All right, let's do the summer classes. So we got some summer class readings here. Let's see. Final verses of the Fool. Is this a final version of the Fool that you posted? I'm going to edit it a bit, but pretty close. It's pretty close. Can you tell me about my spiritual path? All right, so let's do that. So Julie wanted to know about something. Should I take summer classes? Let's find out about that. That's going to be interesting, right? That is going to be interesting as well. So do you take summer classes? Is it going to be a big benefit? Is it going to be a significant enough benefit to where it's worth the investment? Brianna, welcome. What's going on? So we have not used the speaking of Tarot, we always talk about Tarot over here. We haven't used the Encore Tarot in some time. So let's check that out. But yeah, that Eleuthian, it's pretty close to the final version of the Fool. I do want to make the boots blue, like the outfit. And I do want to ease up on that sky. I think the sky is a bit too much. It's a bit too much. So just ease up, take it back about 20%. Hello, House of Tarot. How are you doing? How are you doing? So ease that up, take that back about 20-30%, and after that, I think we should be good. Should be good on that. By the way, I have 10 cards. If you have not seen my watercolor cards, I have 10 of them. So I already have 10 done. I just need to get probably 10 more done, and then I'll go to Kickstarter with it. And if Kickstarter likes it, then I will continue on. If Kickstarter does not, then I will not. We will see how it goes. That's the problem with Kickstarter. If you post something on Kickstarter and one person buys it, that one person, man, it's just like, where do you set the goal to actually be successful on that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to set it pretty high. I don't want to waste a lot of time on it. I'll sell, I'd say minimum of 100, and then I'll be happy. If it's not, then I won't be happy. Okay, So let's talk about the summer classes. We have the Star. I think that you've been thinking about this, but not too seriously. It's almost like this is just a last minute decision. AM, I'm happy to see you as well. It's almost like that this is a last minute decision. We're coming from the 6 into the Star, which is quite interesting. I mean, we're talking about the 6 of Cups and this sharing of a moment between people. And I think that you're looking for something in summer school and you just sort of dynamically thought about it. It's not something that you planned. It's not something that you've sort of dedicated your life to. It's just something like, you know what? I wonder if I should do that or not, because I'm kind of confused. And I think you sort of thinking maybe I want to do it, maybe I don't want to do it type of thing. But I think overall, you're really leaning against it. You're really leaning against it. We say that because of the devil. We have the devil over here. Yeah, by the way, there is no list. Donation take priority. Then I pick at random. I do enjoy the randomization. The devil says you're not really that serious about it. I don't think you wanna. I don't really think you wanna. Andy Law, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Using Thoth indeed. I don't think you wanna. I mean, Julie, the devil, the 5 of coins. I don't think you really want to invest in it. I don't think you really want to do it. It was just something you thought of, and you're like, I'm just gonna throw it out there and hope for the best and see what comes up. And what came up is the devil and the 5 of coins. So, I mean, there does seem to be just this lackluster interest within it. So, I mean, I wouldn't do it. I don't think you're that invested. I don't think you're that interested in it. I don't think you're that excited about it. I mean, if you were just dedicated to it, you're like, I'm going to summer school and I want to know if this is a great thing. It just seems like you're just sort of halfway in it. I put my toe in the water. The water's really cold. Maybe I don't want to do that. Okay. Andy Law wants to know work reading for May. Let us check that out and see what May holds for us. All right. AL, work reading for May. Any good or bad things happening for me at work? And Annie wants the Thoth. She wants it just as harsh as it'll come with that Thoth deck. I'm telling you. I mean, that's Brianna's favorite deck, especially for love readings. I'm just saying, Brianna, first thing Brianna wants is the Thoth deck when it comes to love readings. When it comes to love readings, you can't really go right with the Thoth because it's pretty brutal. It's like, it's like, what is it? I'd say, I don't know, predominantly the bad cards are really bad. I mean, when you get the bad card, it's really bad. It doesn't like hint around, or it's not like very, lenient. It doesn't really waste time. I mean, it doesn't really waste time. And that's what you sort of want with it too, right? I mean, if you're going to get bad news, just hit me in the face with it like some cold water. Like, just give me the splash of cold water right in the face of the bad news. And you got all reversed cards. So this could be brutal. Let's see. What are we doing? Well, okay. I mean, that's not too bad. We got some good cards reversed. That's not too bad. We're not supposed to read reverse with Thoth. I know people lecture me all the time, but I'm like, it's my channel. I'm gonna do what I want. I do what I want. Andrea, hello. What is going on? So let's look at this. Let's look at this pretty seriously. The Lord of Blended Pleasure. Now, I didn't really think that was coming in, but sure. I think that you have some good and bad at work. The standard Lord of Blended Pleasure translation here. I do think, though, that everything sort of comes around and goes around. One of the interesting things about this particular card is the piping within here. In other words, when the water goes all the way down, it's piped back up to the top, and then it comes all the way down again. So you have what goes around, comes around type feel, sort of like the Wheel of Fortune as well. I mean, you just never know. till you get into it. But I mean, we're talking about Moon in Cancer as well. So it's sort of interesting. So when this is reversed or it's sort of put in a bad light, I think that the blended pleasure is really sort of leaning towards the bad. And you're leaning towards boredom, basically. It's almost like this hint of boredom, this a big weird thing about boredom, and you're just not having what you need. And part of that is because you're just not utilized the way that you should be utilized. And I think you already figured that out. They just want you to do this and that. So if you're looking for things like that, I mean, it could be a bit of a challenge. So in other words, I want to break out of this. I want everyone to recognize me. I want everyone to be my best friend and all of this stuff. Denise, first time watching. I'm so sorry. Oh, Denise, have you seen the Tarot Tower, Denise? I mean, Denise, look, who else has one of these? Nobody. Who else has 750 videos on the channel? Nobody. I mean, I'm just saying, the Tarot Tower made you glad you came in, Denise. It makes you glad you came in today. I'm just saying. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think you're going to be appreciated anymore. I don't think anything's just going to break through. You're not going to be, whoa, everyone appreciates me and loves me like I've always wanted. So, I mean, you know, the Fool says you're pretty much in the same routine as well. Not a lot of things going on. You wish you could leap into maybe a new adventure at work. Maybe there was some new position. Maybe there's some new things happening. And I think you see things moving around that could possibly be a hint of that, but they're just not happening to you. You just don't have those new adventures. I think over the next 6 months, I believe that you're going to have an opportunity. But for now, you're sort of stuck. We're sort of stuck. We have the Fool reverse sort of stuck as well. And the safety and the security as well. I think there's a lot of things going on at work, some of which could be related to the corona, some of which could be related to staffing getting moved around and things like that. But I mean, there's just a weird thing going on as well as far as that. So you're seeing people leaving. You're going to see people being shifted around. You're going to see things trying to fix itself. And that doesn't get better for the next few months as well. So you have to sort of, buckle down and hope for the best and go for that and see how that goes in the long run. So one of the other big things here is you're trying to get some work done and you're having some difficulties with that as well. But I think that's going to work out. I think in May especially, you're going to be able to get a lot more done than you could. I think you're in this vibe to where you really sort of rocking and rolling with that and moving along, and things are going to be going along better. You're going to have more, work, and you're going to have more stuff that is going to keep you busy and things like that. But I mean, overall, it's sort of a interesting month. I think we have some staff shifting. I think that you have some opportunities long run. It's always good to sort of get more networking contacts as well when those opportunities pop up. When those opportunities pop up, you can grab those. All right, someone was asking me about the watercolor stuff. Anybody want to see the watercolor cards? We can go grab those real quick. Is there a separation with H? You mean, will there be a separation with H, or are you currently separated with H? CC, let me know. Let's see, meteorology CAA exam. I am Emmanuel. Well, hello, Emmanuel. I would like to know how will come out of my resetting of meteorology CAA. Okay, resitting. Okay. Resitting of meteorology. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, so hang on. We'll get the watercolor. We'll do a quick watercolor tour here. Okay. So here's the Fool. This is already done. This watercolor over here. Can we do this? Would that be better? I think that'd be better. There we go. So there's the Fool. So I did a watercolor filter over that to make it a little bit better. And here is the Six of Cups. And so this is a deck coming out soon. Here is the Empress. So that is the Empress. And the Wheel of Fortune is going to have a bit of a color change, but that is the Wheel of Fortune on my new deck. That is the Moon. And what else we got? That is the Knight of Pentacles. And that is the 9 of Pentacles. And yes, the snail exists. The snail exists. So I hope you're happy. And that is the Tower. So there we go. There you go. Watercolor extravaganza live on stream. I'll see them like everyone else. Let's see. I have no idea what we're talking about. What are we talking about here? Let's see. All right, check us out. Holly, welcome back. Hey, how is it going? The night looks really good. Thank you so much. So that deck is going to be coming out in June on Kickstarter. So if you're interested in those cards, let me know, and it'll be on Kickstarter. You can back it. It's going to be reasonably priced as well. So, okay. What are my spiritual abilities, and how should I use it as a career? Holly, thank you for your donation. I really appreciate it. We will check it out. Yes, I got the snail. Somebody already asked about the snail. And I said, you know, I'm an OCD Virgo. You know the snail's going to be there. What are my spiritual abilities? Antonella, welcome. What's going on? And Liz as well. Cool. All right, what are my spiritual abilities? For spiritual abilities, I think we've settled on this one. If you're wondering what that is the Dark Mansion Tarot. So I'm excited. I'm always excited about new tarot decks, and I'm making one again. So we're going to make a Rider-Waite clone, and it's going to be available in June on Kickstarter. So keep an eye on the channel. I'm going to make 20 cards, and then we're going to put it on Kickstarter. And we're going to make some nice cards. It's going to be a hardbound box like this. You know, it's going to be a hard box. If you have any name suggestions, let me know as well. Let me know about any name suggestions you have. We will be shipping worldwide. Anywhere in the world, I will ship it. I'm not saying it's cheap. Shipping is not cheap at all. It's not cheap at all. So... all right. I do like Kickstarter. You can figure out if anybody wants your deck or not on Kickstarter. That's the good part about Kickstarter. You don't need any money. You just sort of throw it out there and hope for the best. So we used Bonefarer last time. We did indeed. The Fluffy Rider-Waite Smith. I think the Fluffy is kind of used up with the Fluffy Lenormand is kind of used up. By the way, if you like these cards, they're for free. Well, not free. Well, they're available on my Patreon. If you like these cards, I'm releasing it on Patreon. Well, they're actually there. If you're a Patreon member, just look around and you'll see it. Okay. So it give me a chance to save TO. Okay. So what are we doing here with the spiritual abilities? The 7 of Cups. I think you have more than one. Bartholomew or Bartman Homer the 7th. I think you have more than one. I think you have a culmination of different ones. One of which is the ability to basically talk to other individuals that not really channeling, but you're able to communicate with individuals. Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. So the Hanged Man says you're able to communicate sort of with the other side. You're able to communicate with other individuals. And part of that is able to get information. You're able to get information about past lives. So one of the big things about getting information about past lives is sort of fills you in on maybe some other people that have had past lives, what they did, what they were involved in, and it sort of explains some other stuff as well within your life, right? Because you're Raven, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Getting the Cosmic Tarot deck again. You're able to communicate with other people, and those other people give you some important information, some good information as well. The Hanged Man, you're sort of a window to more information that most people will get, basically with the spiritual ability. So the 7 of Cups says you have a lot of those different psychic abilities. You have a lot of those different things. And I think you've been sort of developing those over time as well, and sort of have that that information available to you. Now, I do think you have a guardian angel. You have a guardian angel, and I'm not sure if you really want to communicate with that person or not. I think you have a guardian angel with a bit of a weird attitude or a bit of a weird outlook on day-to-day things, or a weird outlook on how life works and all of these other things. So the devil points to the guardian angel, not literally the devil, but it is someone on that has been protecting you. I think you do have somebody protecting you that's been around. You're not a stranger to them. I think you've heard them before. You sort of sense them before. I think you also sense them like when you're sleeping and you sort of wake up and you're in that drowsy state. I think that you end up sort of seeing a glimpse of this person, and they also sort of know that they're there sort of watching over you. So it's kind of interesting feeling that you're going to have with some of that. So we're talking about the devil with the 9 of Wands, that defensive, sort of that beyond defensive type thing, someone looking out for you, someone guarding you. So I think that you've had that for quite some time, and something interesting. It's almost like a relative gave this to you, or you had a relative with special abilities that ended up giving this to you. And so it's something in your life that's sort of interesting as well. So it could be like an older person in your life or something that sort of granted you basically a guardian angel. They could have had it and they could have granted it down or handed it down or whatever. But anyway, so you have a bunch of different abilities, and I think that you should expand those as well. Sort of use what you have. Not only that, but try new things, try other things, and see what you can do. Because that 7 of Cups points to you have quite a few things that you can sort of exist within or sort of play with. So you're not quite done yet. I think it's what that's saying. The whole read is saying you're not quite done yet. You seem to have enough abilities where you can keep going, and you can sort of walk into something almost accidentally that you've never really encountered before and be pretty decent at it. So just keep expanding it. Try new things. Try some fun stuff, and see how all of that works out. Last night I was trying to find the Rider-Waite deck. Look forward to checking yours out. Well, thank you so much. It'll be just a watercolor Rider-Waite. I don't know what to name it. I'm thinking like the Waterfall Waite. No, Waite is thinking it's a copyright name. I don't know. Waterfall Tarot. What do you think? Watercolor Tarot. What would you name it? What would you name it? If you can name it, I will put your credit. I will put you as a person that helped along on the deck if I use your name. Will I get organized? I think that I'm sort of feeling that as well. I'm feeling that as well. It is difficult to get organized lately. We're trying to sort of get everything knocked out or get everything planned out, and only so many hours in the day. And I mean, you got to make a tarot deck. You got to do readings. You got to work. There's only so many hours in the day. Trying to get all that clutter and all that other stuff. All right. This is a night for everything to pop out. This is a night for, this sounds bad. This is a night for all the cards to just leap out. Can I do it with this particular deck? Let's see. All right. Let's see if I can do it with this particular deck. We have the Ace of Materials. So you can see the Ace of Materials. All right, what do we want to do? Vivid Water. The Gouache Tarot. That's pretty good. All right, so we have the Ace of Materials. So one of the important things with the Ace of Materials is you just snap. And when you snap, you're able to turn the Ace of Materials into the 3 of Materials. Now that's sort of weird, but I mean that's how the deck works. That's how the deck works. It's a trick deck. The Waterfall Tarot. I like it. I thought about that when I was walking today. The Gouache Tarot. Not really sure if that'll go. We got a lot of votes for the Waterfall Tarot. All right. What are we doing? Clutter free and trying to get that done. Trying to get organized. In an unorganized or a disorganized world, we're trying to get organized anyway. Let's check this out and see if we can do that. All right. Everybody likes the Waterfall Tarot. All right. That sounds decent. So where are we at with getting organized? The Emperor says that you do have the capability to sort of get this done. You do have the capability. I think that you're running into a period to where you're able to get more things done soon. So some of your time is going to get freed up. I think that you have more opportunities to do that. The problem is you're trying to do too much at once. The 8 of emotions, we're trying to do too many things at once. We're sort of overloading ourselves with a disorganized piece. And an easy solution for that, obviously, is going to be to tackle one thing at a time. So what is it? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? So what you need to do is sort of pick one thing that you can do today or tomorrow. That's just some minor thing, right? We're getting this one cabinet, and I'm just going to clean the cabinet. I'm going to clean the cabinet, and that's how it's going to be. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to touch anything else. I'm not going to stress myself. I'm not going to do anything else. And the other thing, maybe I'm going to clean one part of the counter or clean something. So, just sort of get everything and put it in its place. Or maybe, Tarot Magician, welcome. What's going on? By the way, Tarot Magician, we're having double readings Saturday at 3 o'clock Central. Double readings. She'll read, I'll read. You get a combo. That is cool. You rarely see that nowadays. That's very cool. That's going to be awesome. So check her out over there. But yeah, just sort of piece it off piece by piece, knock off something one day, things like that. So there we go. What card is everyone talking about? We're talking about naming the tarot. So the Ace of Voices as well says to sort of get something that will assist you. In other words, if you have too many books, maybe a bookshelf would help to sort of handle that if you don't have a proper place for a lot of things. So a lot of times we'll have just a bunch of books. We don't really have anything to organize it with, and then we can go to Walmart and get like one of those $20 bookshelves or whatever, little small ones, and then put stuff in it and then have it sort of organized. So if you need to find things that are going to help you within that, and then that's going to be productive for you because now you have things that go in their place. And you can also organize as well. The Queen of Emotions, we can organize where we want things ahead of time and sort of picture it, how we want it, right? You got online things to where we can put in our furniture and then we can rearrange it online and see if that's going to work for us. So that could be something as well. So sort of tackle that and try that and try that. Here we go. But thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Double readings. Oh, it's 2 p.m.? Oh, okay. I thought it was 3. Sorry. It's 2 p.m. It is 2 p.m., not 3 p.m. All right. There we go. Knocking that out. All right. Raven. I'm new to this community. Well, welcome, Raven. Have you seen the Tarot Let's see. I can't see my donation. Okay, Courtney, thank you so much for your donation. What does the universe have for me? Courtney, let's check you out after Raven here. General reading for the next 6 months. Here we go. Check that out, Raven. Well, thank you so much, Courtney, for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's see. Next 6 months, general. Oh, that's right. You got all of those. You got new incense and oils. That sounds awesome. And it smells awesome as well. Okay, let's do this one. Our standard everyday, you can't go wrong with the Light Seers Tarot. Courtney, what does the universe have for me? Hopefully it has some great stuff. Hopefully it has some fantastic stuff. Speaking of fantastic stuff, I shipped out that the winner of the Light Seers Tarot, I shipped that out, and I'm assuming they have that today. I think it was today. Anyway, Margaret, we're having a double reading on Tarot Magician's channel, 2 p.m. Central on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to it. That is going to be hype. There's not going to be any magic tricks. I'm sorry. I just sort of burned out of the magic tricks with doing it on the stream. And some of the magic tricks require an astounding amount of practice to get good. And to get fresh on, and I really don't want to sit there and do that. I just am lazy. You can tell I'm lazy. You know I'm lazy. All right. So next 6 months coming up, the 3 of Cups says we're moving into a place to where, are you in a relationship right now? Are you in a relationship right now? Are we having issues with a relationship right now? Raven, let me know. And I say that because we have the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords. Now, this rarely comes up, but basically it sort of hints at possibly that we have an issue with somebody else coming into a relationship and sort of breaking it up. It's almost like that the relationship may have been going pretty good, or we had hoped for a particular relationship, and then somebody else came along and sort of took the person, or had a breakup, or had something that sort of messed it up. Basically, it's someone else interfering with a relationship. So it causes the three into the three. Again, that double beginning, that double birth, and a lot of different things sort of going on there. Ange and Emmy, welcome. Hey, how is it going? Raven said it's complicated. All right, well, all right. So we sort of have something either now or later, basically, that says the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords. We have a new beginning. We have this new thing starting, this new opportunity starting with someone. And it seems that someone else sort of inserts themselves, no pun intended, someone else sort of inserts themselves into the situation, and then the situation sort of goes sideways, and it doesn't quite go as well as we had hoped it was. Witty screen name, hello, how you doing? So we have that double birth, that double opportunity, the Three of Cups, which, by the way, is normally a celebratory card. It's a very celebration, good news. We're gathering all the friends together and getting everything ready and happy, and we're having sort of this mini party going on over here. But then we have the Three of Swords, which is your traditional heartbreak card. So we're moving from this emotional, or this moving water feel, into, again, a feel of just this crushing sword, or things interfering with it, swords sort of slicing through the heart, slicing through this situation and whatnot. So either that's coming up, or it's already happened, or it's in progress, or something like that, basically within the next 6 months. The Knight of Swords, we're sort of recovering from that process. The Knight of Swords is sort of the nightmare card. We're recovering from that process, and I think that things sort of progress through, and we sort of get through that particular individual issue or things like that. I think also you end up meeting someone else. It's almost like that this end of a relationship, or this end, or this drama that was caused, ends up pushing you towards someone that either you know, or you have met and may have been interested in, may have a crush on you or whatnot, or something sort of like that as well. So you end up moving into a different style, or a different type of relationship as you sort of move into the situation. So we have this combination of, okay, something ends, and again, like you're talking about, it's complex. You have a double three, which is the rebirth, or a birth of someone else having a relationship, someone else having this opportunity, and you not having the opportunity within that thing as well. So again, the Nightmare card sort of points to a different opportunity coming up, or finding someone different and getting something different in love, or something sort of moving along with that as well. Now, the Four of Cups, the Lord of Blended Pleasure, is here, and that sort of points to being reversed, points to the finally finding something where you can relate to it, or you can sort of get into it full steam. I think one of the things that we're sort of seeing here, maybe within the next 6 months, is it's difficult to go full steam into something, or go full 100% into it. It's like you'll get an opportunity and you'll go 80%, 75% into it, and then you sort of back out because you see things sort of going sideways sometimes. Or you'll get into it and you'll be like, this is different than what I expected. This is not exactly what I had expected. And then sort of back out. But the sort of the blended pleasure being reverses, I'm going to go in sort of moving through into something good, or something where you're finally comfortable. You can finally dedicate all of yourself into it, and then it's going to be pretty good. So it's pretty good ending here. Pretty good ending here. We got a couple of harsh cards in between. Brianna says it's like a Thoth reading. Yeah, sort of. But yeah, I mean, there's just that. So I think that things are going to sort of pick up and progress along, and things are going to get better. Again, you have a new opportunity with someone else, and I think the blended pleasure being reversed sort of says that you're doing good towards sort of the 4.5 month range until, as you're sort of moving into that. So I think things are looking up, but again, you have that complicated thing you're talking about, and it sort of maybe progresses into something new, but you do have that new opportunity, so we're pretty good there. All right, so Ashley, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And we had someone else that donated, and let's see, they were trying to get a general reading. Courtney, what does the universe have for me? Let's check that out for Courtney and see what's going on. What does the universe have for me? It has a misspelled "the." It has a misspelled "the." Let's see. Put an H there. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. What does the universe have for me? I think it's just nothing but generals tonight. Nothing but generals tonight. I would love something other than a general. All right. CC wants me to separate from me, no contact. I hate being a Taurus. We have another general reading. I didn't see that. Haiti, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Let's do some generals. It is general night tonight. General night tonight. Mary H., what's going on? What is going on? All right. So, Courtney, what is the... Hopefully the universe has a bunch of cool stuff for you. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Anthony, what is going on? It's so good to see you. All right. Let's check this out with a bright yellow. You can't have enough bright yellow in tarot, apparently. But there we go. There we go with the bright yellow. So what does the universe have for you? Let's check it out. The sun. I think the universe is giving you what you need. I think it's giving you what you need. And it could be a situation where you're thinking, maybe not. Maybe I'm not getting everything that I need. But within some retrospect there, I think that you're getting basically what you need. Maybe not what you want, but it's sort of handing you what you need. You're in that situation, right? Maybe I'm not getting what I want, but I am getting what I need. So the sun sort of points to that. And we say that because it's also sort of hinting over here to the Ten of Swords. So you're not having everything go perfectly right. You do have a couple of swords sort of stabbing you, a couple of things sort of hitting you from behind, and you're sitting there trying to recover from some of those or trying to navigate through some of those. I don't think they're as serious as you take them to be. I think it's more of a perspective thing with you that you need to sort of look at, hey, what do I have? What opportunities do I have? What can I do with these? They may be limited right now, but the opportunities, I think, are there for you to chase. And we see that with the Nine of Pentacles sort of reversed here. By the way, the Nine of Pentacles watercolor, I just showed that a few minutes ago. So the Nine of Pentacles reversed for you means that it's all about sort of trying to plant the seeds that you need for tomorrow. And that's going to be important. In other words, you're not going to get everything that you want done today. Sometimes it's taking small steps and planting the seeds for tomorrow, planting the ideas for tomorrow, planting the opportunities for tomorrow, making the investments in people, in investments, or, making those investments, small investments that are going to be able to be cashed out tomorrow and later. And that is going to be a good thing for you as well. So the King of Cups says basically at the end, it's all about hanging on to your emotions and being steady with your emotions through trials, tribulations, or anything that you go through. Don't let other things sort of drag you down. Keep a hold of your emotions and make sure that you have those in check and all of that good stuff as well. So thank you so much for your donation. Really appreciate it. How about the Watercolorist Tarot, the Waterborn Tarot? What about the Water Torture Tarot? What about that one? Kitty Cat, welcome. How is it going? All right, so let's see. Now, Ashley wants a general. Then we have another general and another general. Does anybody have anything other than a general reading? Let's see. All right, general. We'll just keep it. Okay, there we go. Hang on. General reading spam. There we go. General reading spam. We're gonna go. So the general reading spam 1 is from Ashley. Ashley, I think, Ashley, Ashley, what I want to do. I want to do this one. We'll do this one. This is a fun one. This is the Golden Wheel. If you have not seen it, I love it. Love me some Golden Wheel. The Water Torture deck. Water Torture Tarot. No, what is it? The drip? What is it? The drip thing that they did in the war? What is it? Drip torture? Water dripping? I don't remember. How many donations are left? 2. Mom Bear. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining us, Mom Bear. How have you been doing? It has been a couple of days. How has it going? And Empress 27 as well. All right, let's see about a general spam number 1 with Ashley. What are we doing? What are we doing with Ashley there? It's Ashley and Haiti. Indeed. You have it correct. All right. So let's move these over and do the general. Not the corporal, not the lieutenant, but the general reading. Tarot powers. There you go. The 7 of Wheels. The 7 of Wheels. I think that you had made some waterboarding. There you go. The waterboarding tarot. The 7 of Wheels. You've made some bad investments. We've made some bad investments. We're waiting for them to sort of crop up and give us some return, but I don't think they are. I think if they do, it's going to be a bit challenging to get there. It's going to be a bit time delayed as far as getting those investments cashed out. Because 7 of Wheels, we've made some bad investments. We have all of these investments. We're sort of hoping that they will grow. We're waiting for them to grow. But as you can see, the trees are barren. The trees are barren. We don't have a lot of growth there. We don't have a lot of just this sprouting of anything. And we just sort of planted the wheels, planted those pentacles out and hope for the best. So it's all about being careful what you invest in the future. So don't make bad investments. Make sure that we have researched things out. Make sure that we have sort of thought things out twice before we want to jump into something, and all of that good stuff there. The 3 of Cups upside down. Keep in communication with friends. Keep in communication. If you have some friends that you've fallen out of communication with, it's time to get back into contact with those. The 3 of Cups is all about friendship and celebrations. When we reverse that, we're talking about the lack of that. So let's get our communication back with the friends. Let's meet up with the friends. Let's go somewhere. Coronavirus is easing up. We're going to be able to get out and move around soon and whatnot. So that's time to catch up with friends, go out with friends, and, get the mask on and all that good stuff and sort of figure all that out. So keep in touch. Don't be a stranger, and don't be in a situation where you just completely lose touch with friends, because friends are important to us. They are our lifeline for, talking things out if we have problems and all this stuff. The 4 of Wands says, when we're staying home, make sure that we build the relationships there. So build relationships that you have in your home. Make sure those are stable. Make sure those are sturdy. I think that you have some conflicts coming up in the home front. Could be somebody visiting that has some conflicts. It could be somebody that's living with you that has some conflicts. But basically, sort of we get into some melee back and forth with somebody, and we need to sort of figure that out and make sure that doesn't blossom into something worse. So make sure and watch the conflicts at home. And the Page of Cups, it's all about the introversion. The Page of Cups, you've watched the TarotOracle, the court card, lessons, and we know the Page of Cups is an introvert, wears emotions on their sleeve. They're a bit of, of course they're cups, they're a bit on that emotional side, but be careful about being too wearing emotions on our sleeves. So somebody says something, you shouldn't get uptight about it. You shouldn't take offense at things. If you're reading some political commentaries, you shouldn't get upset with that. Sort of, get in a stability aspect, or get in a stable place when we're going on that, and make sure that you're not getting emotional about something that there's no reason whatsoever to get emotional about. That would be great. Katie, hey, how is it going? All right. So Haiti wants to know a general reading for 6 months. Julie, what's going on? All right. Let's see. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. HG wants to know general. General for 6 months? Let's try it out. Let's try it out. With the golden. We like the golden tarot. There we go. Golden tarot. There you go. Right under the dude's privates. Let's move it away from the dude's privates. There we go. That's going to be a little bit better placement. A little bit better placement than under his privates. That's what we need. The privates tarot. The privates tarot. Get away from the privates tarot. For 6 months, what are we dealing with in the next 6 months? Let's figure it out. Brianna, thank you so much for your donation for Berenice? Is it Berenice? I have no idea. All right. Yeah, you know, Bart, you never know. You got to stay away from the man's privates on stream. You just got to do it. All right, give me some water. All right, Strength, the Hermit. I think you're going to have a new opportunity with love. So, Haiti, I think you can have a brand new opportunity with love. The Hermit, revert, says that we're here and we have this opportunity and we're moving into a space where we meet someone new. So the Hermit says we meet someone new, pretty attractive person, pretty good person, and we sort of get in that mode where we want to hang out with them more, and I think they're pretty receptive to that as well. The Wheel of Fortune says that they end up being somewhat of a steady relationship to where you can sort of rely on the person. They're pretty good communicating with you as well. I think that they just broke up from someone, and I think that they are very sort of conscious about other people. In other words, they're not really rude. They're not just going to sort of ignore you. They're not going to be annoying. I think they're very conscious about that because they were very annoying and they were very rude in their last relationship. So I think that they're trying to sort of reconcile that and be a better person. I think they're trying to improve themselves. They're trying to be a better person. They're trying to come from a better understanding of relationships, and they're trying to improve themselves overall. The Ten of Swords says they just broke up with somebody, and they were pretty much the cause of the breakup. They're pretty much the cause of the breakup. I think this is an air sign. They're very good with communication. They're very good with letting you know they're there and hanging out, and they're good with scheduling and whatnot. I mean, they're a bit unreliable at times, but I mean, that's just dudes. I mean, that is just us dudes sometimes. But the Hermit says we're able to get out and we're able to sort of do all that stuff in there. Kitty Cat wants to know what deck is that. That is the Golden Tarot. The Golden Tarot normally appears under a man's private. See, right here is where it belongs. Right there. The Golden Tarot. There we go. The Golden Tarot. All right. So I think we're looking at that new relationship, an air sign. Pretty good with that. It starts out kind of weird. Strength upside down. The relationship starts out kind of unusual. Joanna, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So, I mean, just sort of, move forward with that, have fun with that, and enjoy a new relationship. Enjoy someone that's going to be good with communication. Someone that's going to be fun, so unreliable at times, but that's just us dudes. But I mean, hey, that's the way it goes. That is the way it goes sometimes. So there you go. All right, Jinduki, what are my guides' messages for me? Hey, how is it going, Catherine? Home, how are you doing? It is so good to see you. All right, so Julie wants to know my guides. What messages do they have for me? So who are my guides? Well, I don't know. Let's find out by using... we have not used this in a minute. I do not have a graphic for this, but basically this is the Shadowscapes Tarot. Shadowscapes Tarot. All right. And then we go to Brianna, or basically Berenice, and then we go with Joanna. Bernadette's left. Well, that's okay. That's okay, Brianna. We'll do a reading anyway. She can watch the stream. She can watch the stream. Oh, please don't do their reading. Well, okay. Well, okay. Brianna, did you have an alternate question there? Did you want to know about the new job or anything? Want to know about the new job? Jade, it has been a minute. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, people leaving. See, that's why I don't do a list, because you do a list and people know that they're like 50th on the list. They're not going to sit around that long. They're going to leave and watch a video later. Wow, Catherine, thank you for your generous donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right, so Julie, who are my guides and what messages do they have for me? The Nine of Pentacles says that you basically have one important guide. You have one important guide. And it seems like your best communication style for this particular thing is writing. Writing basically with a, pencil, paper, sort of writing. I think that you end up communicating quite well with the guide by just writing down things that come into your head. So you open up your imagination, you open up yourself, and I think that writing, just that tactile stimulation of, actually writing something down on some paper sort of brings about your messages, brings about things. And I think that you end up learning a lot through doing that, and that's going to be a good thing. Some of the times the voices, some of the ideas, some of the thoughts in your head sort of bounce back and forth and maybe conflicting and things like that. But I think the actual thing is writing is going to be sort of good to sort of bring out these messages as well. I think they have a lot of things to say. The Page of Wands, they have a lot of I'm just lame, but whatever. What are you talking about? Sick of job readings. Let me think of something else. Advice for the 31st year. I mean, you can change it. All right. Yeah, Catherine, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. So the Page of Wands says that's going to be good. That's going to be a key factor, in fact, that you sort of trying to get that communication going. I think that's really going to make it flow quite well. And they have a lot to say. So try it out and give it a try and find out what they have to say. They have quite a few messages for you. And sort of the verbal thing may not be your forte. I think that you have a lot of things going through your head and all of that stuff. So that really sort of eliminates some of the noise, basically. Will my YouTube take off? Right. So Catherine, ask your question, will my YouTube take off? Or will YouTube take a right? Anyway, so good luck with that, Julie. Very cool. All right, let's see. So Brianna wants to know about our 31st year. All right, we have the next 2 months. Then we have what? YouTube. We have the YouTube. Check it out. All right, let's see. BS wants to know about year. Let's find out about a year. A 31st year. We won't use this one. We just used that one. I want to use the Dark Mansion, but I just did it. We'll take the second place. We'll take the second place and go with the Tarot in Wonderland. We have not done that in a while. We have not done able to visit Amazon this year. Let's see. All right. You like specific readings? How about will I be able to visit the Amazon this year? Oh, you taking a tour of the, what am I doing? You taking a tour of the Amazon facility where they have the robots and all that stuff? All right. Will I do good on YouTube? Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. All right. Brianna knows I like specifics. So Brianna is headed out to the Amazon warehouse and wants to know if she'll be able to go to the Amazon warehouse. Let's check that out. Brianna, I know what you're talking about. I'm kidding. Is this the year? Can you get through the corona? Can you get through the corona in time? And figure that out. The Amazon facility indeed. So we going to the Amazon facility or not? The Knight of Pentacles says that it's about resource issues. It's about resource issues just sort of stopping you from going to the Amazon facility. I think it's important for you. I mean, you wanted to go before, you had to cancel all that drama and whatnot, but The 8 of Pentacles says it's about a resource issue. I think that you'll be able to go like later in the year, but we're talking like much later in the year. So it seems that the Corona thing sort of stops you from doing that. We really don't have the income that we need. We don't have the savings that we need. So it's sort of interesting with that. So the 8 of Pentacles says we're trying to basically save up that. If we do have an opportunity later in the year, the 7 of Wands, we're being defensive about it. We're trying to get to where we have enough resources to go to the Amazon facility. And the 7 of Wands says we sort of have other things we need to spend money on and whatnot. G.A. Peach, welcome. What is going on? All right. So, yeah, I need to catch up financially. You do get a free airline ticket. From the last time they gave you a free airline ticket, well, that's not too bad. But it's all about, I think that even if you barely have the money, you're still kind of concerned. Even if you barely have the money, you still want extra. I think you want that extra padding, that Taurus extra padding thing you got going on. But the Temperance says that ultimately you will be able to. Ace of Pentacles says you get those resources together, but it's really late. It's really late. And now you're sort of concerned, do I delay it or what is happening? This is late in the year. Is this going to be the good time? And so now you're sort of caught up in this back and forth thing about if I go this late, what are the consequences or what is going to be the difference? Because I think ideally you had certain seasons in mind. And I don't think that season was winter. I don't think the season was winter. But yeah, you want that comfort zone. You want that comfort, right? You want that security blanket of I've got extra resources and I'm doing good. All right, JV, next 2 months. Nose started bleeding. Well, it's not good at all. He Kate's go take care of that. All right, let's find out about this next 2 months. We could do this one. Everybody says this is so thin, but I don't see it. This is the Gilded Tarot Royale. By the way, we're ending soon. Wrapping it up here soon. Wrapping it up. After we do next 2 months and talking about the YouTube channel. All right. Let's see what we're doing here. What are we doing here? Next 2 months is pretty short time frame. Fine for December. May not be a great time. Okay. I don't know what seasons are good for the Amazon facility. I just don't know. You never know when Jeff Bezos himself, is it Bezos or Jeff Bezos himself, you may run into him. All right, Mystic Cats, see you later. All right, where are we going here with the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, Hanged Man, and the 6 of Wands? We got some difficulty over the next 2 months. I don't think that the next 2 months will be super smooth for you. We got a couple of issues. The first issue is the 5 of Wands. I do think you have some conflicts coming up with someone else. And the conflicts are basically something that you've either dealt with before, so you're pretty familiar with these conflicts, and you're able to get through those because the Hanged Man says we are able to get through those and get across from those. And it's not going to really be something that really drags us down or prevents us from doing what we want, but it is a bit of a conflict. It's something that you sort of a problem that you sort of come up with. And so you sort of have to deal with that. I think you're able to deal with that, no problem. But again, it sort of just comes up and you're just like, come on, this thing comes up again. I thought we were done with this. I didn't think this was going to be something that was recurring and whatnot as well. So the 6 of Wands means sort of that the person that you're involved with a conflict, the person you're sort of having a bit of a conflict within, ends up coming back a couple more times. I don't think they're done quite yet. It seems like they like the drama. They like things sort of going awry sometimes. They like a bit of a spice. And it seems that they want you to sort of play the game with them. So it's more of a game to them. It's not really something to where they're just trying to ruin something, but the more of a game. They like to play games. They like to play the emotional games, and you sort of have to deal with this person. And it's sort of annoying at many times as well, but I mean, that's just something you sort of have to deal with and move along with that. So the Ten of Cups says, though, that you're able to get some being settled in between this as long as you don't take things too seriously or take things, you know, as being too abrupt. But basically, I think that's going to be all right. I think it's going to be all right. Just this recurring conflict. You're able to deal with it. Don't take it too seriously. Don't play the game. I think after a while, it becomes pretty obvious that the whole thing is just a game. So just don't play it, right? The easiest way to get out of a game is to just not play it at all. I think that's going to be good. All right, Catherine, thank you for your generous donation. I greatly appreciate that. Let's find out about Catherine's YouTube channel. YouTube channel. Is it going to put an L on the end of that? Yes, it is. Cool. Let's find out about this, and then I will go eat, and we'll be done for the evening. All right, let's try out the Anna K. I think the Anna K would be good for this one. I do like me some Anna K. Here we go. Anna K. Now, this is the original Anna K, which I absolutely love. By the way, if you did not get your reading done tonight, I am here every single night. So if you want to come back and see the Tarot Tower, if you want to hit that like and subscribe button, I have news coming up tomorrow. News program is coming up tomorrow, and that has all of the good tarot decks coming out. I cover them all. We cover all the good ones that are coming out. You're going to be excited when you see it. I'm just saying. Have a good night yourself, Kristen. Thank you for hanging out. All right, let's check this out and see what we're doing with the Tarot channel. A lot of CEOs have been stepping down. Yeah, they sold off all their stock, and they're going to live with their millions of dollars. Going to live with their millions. So let's see about the YouTube channel. YouTube channel. So this is something that you already started it, but I noticed you didn't have any videos up. When are you going to put up some videos, Catherine? We can check it out. Check it out and have some fun with it. The Fool Upside Down says that it's sort of difficult to take that first step, or it's difficult to do that. And I think you're trying to be perfect with it. We're trying to be perfect with it. And that's not really possible. It's sort of difficult to be perfect on the first video. If you look at pretty much anybody else's videos, you find out that, you know, you sort of start rough. You start where it's not exactly the best you can do, but it's a learning process on the way. And part of that learning process is to sort of put something up and hope for the best. And then after a while, we can sort of improve it as well, right? So you sort of look at Larry's channel. If Larry is still in here, Larry had sort of started out, he only had a couple of viewers, and then he sort of came into his comfort zone with it. So he does it, you know, at a certain time of night when he's comfortable having those opportunities. He'll do a live stream, and then he got, you know, some better lighting, and then Larry got some more tarot decks. And so Larry sort of evolved into pretty stable things. So he got some new logo. He put some different text on the screen. He started using a different service, and he just got into this comfort zone with it. It's sort of where you have to sort of be. Trying to be perfect is not going to be perfect outside or straight out of the box. It's going to be a learning process. Judgment says it's all about evolving, or all about sort of getting in there. And yeah, Larry isn't here, but yeah, I'm still talking about Larry. I like Larry, so there we go. Learn as you go. There, you learn as you grow. So the Judgment says it's all about just getting those there, or pushing it through. So even on the days that, you know, if you have a schedule, so I'm releasing something every Friday, for example, just, you know, an example. It's about keeping on that schedule. Release it on the Friday, and when you release it, make sure it's the same type of thing so people can look and, you know, find out all the good stuff that they want to find out on the Friday. They're taking these readings, and they're getting all sorts of cool stuff and things like that. But the 7 says to take it slow as well. So maybe 1 week or 1 day, make yourself a YouTube banner. Another week or another day, you know, make yourself fill out the description of your channel and type in some good stuff people can sort of learn about. And then another day, make yourself an intro video to where you say hello to everybody and all that stuff. So it's all about taking it a piece at a time. The 7 of Cups, don't try to take it all in at once and just take it a piece at a time. And it won't be as intimidating, and it won't be as bad as that as well. So death upside down or death reverse says it's all about just keeping steady, and don't see this as a big change, but just see this as something fun that you can do, and don't spend like a ton of time on it. Again, take it step by step, take it in small increments, don't spend a ton of time on it, and make it just sort of a random part of your life, just a steady part of your life. And I think that would be fantastic for you, and good luck with that. And speaking of good luck, hope everyone has a fantastic evening. I will be back tomorrow night, and I will see you then.